shit.
Got it running really, really straight. And you see, even though I have those extenders on there, the work that I've put in ahead of time to keep these nice and stiff made so that these extenders, normally made for like a crawler, they work. This was proof, they work. And I was trying all different kinds of methods. If anybody's watching this and knows of an easy upgrade for this, well, here it is. Slightly longer hexes like this that are cut out, because the hole size here doesn't slip on there. So slightly bigger hexes that'll slide onto a Traxxas end and just make a Traxxas end that's got more threads coming out this way. You know what I mean? So let me turn this off real quick. So take this out. You can see with this like partially loosened up, this wheel does get loose. So that's got to be tightened down all the way in order for this to work out all right. But this is the adapter I'm using. All right, and as you can see, this thing, I mean, even this, if they made this part the same diameter, just like, you know, 1/10 of a millimeter smaller, that would help, you know, freeing that up. But if somebody made a Traxxas end like this, that just a little more threads right on the end here, then something like this, right, that would slide on and up and over this piece, because this is much too small in here. Something like that, where then you can mount this onto, have some extra threads coming out and tighten that down. That would make this process so much easier for guys like me who want to put foams on and they haven't made a whole lot of different foams for these cars. So I had to do that. The only other thing I've had to do is drill out these holes for this to fit into, like that, and then you tighten that down. So this is going to be the setup that I'm going with to try to do my 100-mile-an-hour speed run. With those wider hexes, as you can see, it clears the rear bracing, and this bracing has done a wonderful job at keeping the car straight. There's so many adjustment points. You know, here you can adjust your camber, here you can adjust a little bit of toe, but really that's for stiffness. Your toe is going to be in your steering, and then back here, same thing, camber, and then you can adjust some toe with these two links. There's just so many points of adjustment. One, because there's so many, you can mess up, right, and get it so far out of whack that you can't adjust it back. But you know, you have the options, you can fix it, you can do it. Now these foams, of course, they're cheap enough, so you know, I can buy a couple extra. And if, like I said, if anybody knows of somebody who makes just a longer Traxxas stem so that I don't have to actually, you know, use this method, let me know. Now that I know which ones work, here you go. Not Traxxas, Hobby Park. Okay, these are 12 millimeter hexes, but 15 millimeter in length. So if you want to get these exact kind, this is a 4-pack. It's X0027, N is in Nancy, W85T. So there's that. I'm gonna return the rest of these adapters. That's like $70 in adapters I was testing out, but the build's done, ready to do a speed run. Actually, I'm waiting for a rear spoiler and a front splitter from a guy off YouTube. I'm gonna do a short video of that for him, but once I get that in the mail, then I'm gonna do the speed run. Hopefully we get 100. Last thing for real before I wrap this up, I installed droop screws. A little hard to see. There we go. So droop screws were installed, of course, at all 4 corners. And then I did the little test where you lift up the front with a hex tool or something and make sure that when it lifts, both tires lift at the same time. And before I didn't realize how important that was until I really got into speed running. But let's say you're speed running, you're going over a bump or something, and one wheel goes up before the other. The opposite wheel will catch the ground first, and if you're not pointing straight or whatever, it's going to kick the car one way or the other, and it's going to be even harder to try to correct. So with these, both front and rear, using the droop screws to not really set your height, but just to make sure that both wheels are coming up at the same time is, I think, really important. All right, so we are probably going to run this thing today, but I wanted to show you just the last quick update because I had showed the battery straps one way and I did change it. So as you can see right in here, I've got 2 custom battery mounts by Scorched RC, and drill through the bottom and use some Loctite to put those in. And there was just enough room to put a mount here. This thing, like I said, friction fit on the side, but this just keeps it, you know, if there's a crash and it wants to try to come out, it's not going to. You guys can see how much that's really in there. Another one here, and then just enough room for the GPS to pop in back here. So really happy with the setup, and this strap even allows for the balance port to be tucked right there and not move around. So really happy with that. We're ready to go. All right, you guys, so got the Corvette 4-Tec out for its first run. First ever attempt, well, not first run, but first attempt at a speed run. I think I'll start at 50% throttle just to see what we got. Got just 6 satellites, but you guys will hopefully see that moving and updating. Now we got 8. All right, so let's go track and start. And then this is my steering, so oh, we got a car coming. You can't say we didn't bring it back. Let me run down there real quick.
Okay.
Stop and read 68 right off the gate. So 12 satellites now, track and start. Let's just go to 100. I'll be careful with it. All right, I'll just turn it around from here. Ready? Here we go. Spun out. Something's dragging. Was it a rock dragging?
Yeah. Oh man, I saw a rock drop.
Oh, hang on. No, I see what's going on. Drive shaft broke, or drive cup broke. See all that? Now these are plastic cups, and we've got a lot of power going through this thing, so it's not totally surprising. Broke the pin, which then in turn turned and carved into the aluminum. Wow. All right, well, that's all she wrote for today. We are back at our speed run spot, and we are going to be taking the 4-Tec out once again. We've made some adjustments, and let's get this GPS connected. So here's what we've done. We've adjusted toe out just a little bit, and then we've added some weight to the front bumper. So these are all 1/4 ounce. So you've got 1 ounce right over the bumper, and then right here another 1/2 ounce. So 1.5 ounces. That should hopefully keep our steering the way it should be. So let me go ahead and get the remote turned on. Set the 4-Tec 3.0, 6 satellites, and you guys can see that moving right there. So connect this. The other thing we're doing is we're doing about 35% gyro, somewhere around there. All right, let's get these lights on. Okay. All right, so let's track, start, stop, and read. You can see we're zeroed out. So track and start. We got 12 satellites, and here we go. Clear and clear. Also, we are going to start out at 50% throttle, so hopefully you guys can see that. All right, so that's 50% full throttle. Getting her warmed up. Let's see what the speed on that was at 50%. Looks like it's tracking pretty straight, so I'm happy with that. We'll go stop and read. So 70 miles an hour at 50% throttle. So let's go ahead and crank it up a little bit. We're gonna go to 60. And we'll take the brakes up to 70. So let's go track and start. And it's reading. All right, cool, kept it straight. That's moving pretty good. Stop and read 77 after jumping it up to 60. So let's go up to 70%. All right, little crash. But we did bring him back, so we're okay. Let's see what that was real quick. 74. Let's try again. All right, was able to give more throttle that time, so let's stop and read. 81, so doing pretty good. Kind of stepping it up a little bit at a time. Let's go ahead and change the EPA. We'll go to 80%. All right, gotta get this. Grab my phone. I got a little bit sideways, and then the air got up under the car that time, so. All right, stop and read. 82. I didn't mean to hit the throttle right at the end there. All right, let's just go ahead and see what it did. Stop, read. 83, so new best right now. Whoa! Oh, shit! Oh, damn! That was a big wreck. That thing got up high. Oh shit, here it is. All right, good. The battery got unplugged. And looks like everything's in. We broke something now. Broke this up here. That rod. Oh, we broke the rear one too. All right, stop and read 89. So new best, but we, like I said, we broke some stuff. That didn't completely disappear, but dang. I have to order another one of those. Lost a front dog bone drive shaft right in here. This pin broke. Oh yeah, we got a lot of stuff to fix here, guys. But that's part of it. All right, you guys, so back home, let's look at the damage. Wheel, rear wheel, link up top, link on the other side, lost a spacer and a screw. The pin on this side stripped out, so I need to get an A-arm. Looks like the links for the sway bar is okay. Actually, this one popped out. That'll just pop back in. Rear drive cup, dog bone, hub carrier, that's okay, and then link up here. So not terrible. Oh yeah, there's a link up here as well that got just totally bent. All right, time to get wrenching.